A tactical arrest in a Jack-in-the-Box drive-thru.
You're not going to make any movements whatsoever, okay?
How Facebook messages landed a man in custody accused of sadistic crimes.
They came in with garbage bags strapped to their front, so they just go in, they're prepared. They just shovel it off the shelves right into their, it's like a kangaroo.
A pouch full of pot products in a smash-and-grab frenzy. As local shops get hit repeatedly, some owners are taking security into their own hands.
There could be some on-premise firepower.
A small business hounded by criminals.
They actually brought the dog here.
How investigators think this burglary crew was using a dog as a decoy. Tonight, in the Spotlight.
Police, show me your hands! Show me your hands!
Body cam video from King County's TAC 30 SWAT team shows the arrest of Kitten Detweiler. They took the 30-year-old into custody at a Jack-in-the-Box drive-thru in Burien on charges of animal cruelty and domestic violence harassment. Detectives say he admitted to torturing and killing 4 cats and was planning to kill his dad next for reporting him to police. Deputies were taking no chances because there was a possibility he would be armed. Good evening and welcome to the Spotlight. I'm David Rose, and thank you for joining us. This case is a good example of how Burien police and a mental health professional were able to help a distraught father. He came to them after he saw Facebook messages his son sent to a friend detailing the slaughter of kittens and his desire to kill a human next. A warning, the details you're about to hear are disturbing.
Every day, bro. And I can't wait until I do a person, bro. I love it, bro. I love it, bro. I can't wait.
Burien police say that's Kitten Detweiler in one of his messages to a Facebook friend after adopting kittens and then killing them. The first cat was Percy, writing, "I just want him back. I want to go back in time. I swear 20 minutes ago we were playing, and then it went all bad. I wish I could stop myself. He's chill, but I already smacked him up. I don't know why." He got Moose shortly after Percy. Court documents show he told detectives Moose bit him, and then he grabbed him, threw him against the wall in the music room. He said that Moose fell, and he picked him up. He then threw him against a second wall, causing Moose to die. Telling his friend on Facebook, "So I did kill him the day I got him, and I got another one today, and we didn't even last a couple of hours. I don't know what's wrong with me." When detectives served a search warrant on his home, they took photos of several holes in the wall, along with some blood and cat toys. The third cat was named Lucky. Detectives wrote, Devin said that he was holding Lucky and snuggling with him. For no reason, he threw Lucky against the wall, causing a hole in the wall. Devin picked Lucky up and placed him in front of a fan that was in the living room area. He said that Lucky had a heart attack and died in front of the fan. He told his friend, "I kept thinking I could be better this time, and it just keeps happening. There's sick people way worse than me that don't hurt animals, so I'm not sure what my problem is all of a sudden. I'm sorry to you and all these cats. It was never supposed to be like this, and I keep getting a new one in hopes to take it all back. But it keeps happening." In between sending these messages, he sent several photos of alive cats. One of the photos he sent was of an apparent dead kitten. The kitten appeared to have been mutilated and had its innards pulled or squeezed out. The kitten was being held by Devin, and his tattoos were visible on his hands in the photo. Police say he didn't even name the fourth cat because he didn't have it long enough, writing, "He took the tabby cat and threw him against the wall, causing the tabby cat to die." Devin said he did not have a reason to throw the cat and that it did not bite or scratch him, telling his friend, "They were all beautiful, sweet boys, and I betrayed them one by one. People are next, I feel like." And bragging he would continue as long as they have free kittens on Craigslist, sharing his future plans. "I'm going to start doing puppies, too. Tomorrow we're going to see if we can get a free puppy, see if we can kill it." Concerned, his friend sent the messages to Devin's father, who called his son and asked him about harming the cats. Detectives writing, Devin told him that he was working up to killing a person and he planned to kill him first. The conversation frightened his dad so much he couldn't go to work and immediately accepted help from the department's mental health professional. His dad telling police that his son told him he would be waiting for law enforcement and was ready to die. That's when detectives made the decision to have the TAC 30 SWAT team make the arrest. During questioning, Devin told detectives he would accept mental health treatment. However, at the jail, he told corrections officers he was going to rip his father's head off for contacting the police. Well, Detweiler was arraigned in court on September 2nd. He remains in jail on $50,000 bail. His father got help from the department's mental health professional. Well, Kent police need your help to find this serial domestic violence offender now wanted for injuring a young girl and her mom. Milton Scott didn't show up for court, so a $200,000 bench warrant has been issued for his arrest. Prosecutors charged him with domestic violence burglary after detectives say he broke into a woman's apartment by removing her air conditioner. She had told him repeatedly that day he was not welcome at her home. Scott is also charged with 2 counts of assault. Police say he shoved a young girl, causing her to hit her back on a deadbolt when she tried to run to a neighbor's to call 911 to help her mom, who was being attacked. Scott has 4 previous convictions for domestic violence assault involving different women since 2008. In 3 of those assaults, he strangled them while making threats to kill them. The violent attacks occurred in front of young children in 2 of the cases. He's 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighs 160 pounds. He was last known to be transient in downtown Kent. If you spot Milton Scott, call 911 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS if you wish to remain anonymous. A crew of burglars caught on camera stealing from a small business in Puyallup. Before they moved in, deputies say a woman walking a dog as a decoy scoped out Betchart's Mechanical. That dog could prove to be a crucial clue in this case. The Spotlight's Jennifer Dowling spoke with the president of this mechanical contractor that's been hit 8 times in less than 2 weeks.
And they just came back repeatedly over and over and over.
When burglars showed up to steal from the trailer sitting outside Betchart's Mechanical, President Matthew Arnold says one furry member of the pack really stood out.
They actually brought the dog here.
A tan and white dog caught on camera with the crew.
They were just trying to make it look like they were giving their dog a potty break.
A white woman with dark hair captured walking the dog by the business during the burglary, possibly to case it or serve as a lookout.
They took the dog on potty breaks in the middle of their escapades here.
A group of men using multiple vehicles followed, loading up $50,000 to $100,000 in equipment and supplies.
We kept locking the trailers at night, but they just kept cutting the locks off.
This man caught on camera carrying a collapsible tote to fill up with stolen items.
They literally cleaned one of the trailers pretty much completely out.
Arnold says the crew may have used several types of vehicles in the crime, including a black Dodge truck, a white van, a black sedan, a white SUV, and a motorcycle. Different colored wheels on the black sedan and dents on both the car and the truck could help solve the case.
These suspects are clearly career criminals.
Capetto says that dog could also help to sniff out who's responsible.
We're hoping that the community will recognize some of those unique features, such as the dog, oh, I've seen that dog around the community with so-and-so, or, oh, I've recognized that car.
Arnold says the woman stole another curious item that could bear fruit in the search for suspects.
She brought a sack and filled up a sack of plums.
She went plum picking from the fruit trees next door while the theft was underway.
In one of those pictures on Crime Stoppers, she's carrying a bag, and that bag is full of plums.
Arnold hopes the public can ID the suspects, those on 2 legs and 4.
Just be great to know that these guys get caught and don't continue doing this to other people.
For the Spotlight, I'm Jennifer Dowling.
Crime Stoppers of Tacoma Pierce County is offering a reward of up to $1,000 for a tip that leads to an arrest. The Pierce County Sheriff's Office is also looking for other residents and businesses who may have been targeted by this crew. A customer at a coffee stand is charged with attempted kidnapping in Pierce County for violently grabbing a bikini barista through the drive-through window. It was captured on security camera at Ladybug Espresso in Lakewood. In the early morning hours of August 18th, barista was serving a drink to a customer when he suddenly lunged at her, pulling at her arm. Not only did the camera capture a good look at the suspect, police say he left behind a signed receipt. 19-year-old Ezekiel Guerrero was arrested a week later in Kent. When detectives questioned him, he repeatedly told them he was not in the right state of mind.
It was just a flash. The moment I realized what I did, I let go.
Guerrero has pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors requested a $50,000 bail, but the judge released him on personal recognizance. A jury trial is set for November 10th. It's a crime plaguing local smoke shops, smash and grab burglaries with stolen cars used to bust into the buildings. It happened twice in one night recently, at a store in Woodinville and then at one in Seattle's Greenwood neighborhood. For the shop in Greenwood, it was the second time they've been hit in less than a week. The owner of Exhale Tobacco was actually staying at his store overnight to protect his business. And when the thieves came smashing into his store once again, he fired a gun to scare them away. The Spotlight's Nia Wong spoke with the owners of both stores that were hit while surveillance cameras were rolling.
I can't sleep peacefully at night.
It's break-ins like this that keep Hashir Nadeem up through the night at his smoke shop in Greenwood.
There was like 3 cars, all stolen. It's 6 or 7 people.
Nadeem says this happened around 2:50 Wednesday morning, but the people who broke in didn't get away with anything.
Shots were fired, but, till then, they flee super fast.
He estimates this latest break-in will cost him $70,000 in damages, and it comes after thieves did get away with a smash and grab at Nadeem's shop just 2 days earlier.
So vapes and tobacco wraps. So that makes me think they are young teenagers, not picking up anything else.
Nadeem's shop wasn't the only business smashed into on Wednesday morning. The co-owner of Euphorium on Snohomish Woodinville Road said he saw it all happen from his surveillance cameras around 2:15.
They came in with garbage bags strapped to their front, so they just go in, they're prepared. They just shovel it off the shelves right into it's like a kangaroo, just taking all the goods out.
The Snohomish County Sheriff's Office confirms Euphorium has been hit multiple times in the past several weeks.
It's happened so frequently. I mean, this is just this year. We've been hit probably 5 times total in the last couple years, so this is up to 10 times now.
Like Exhale and Greenwood, Euphorium's owners may take security measures into their own hands.
There could be some on-premise firepower. There could be some additional security measures put up as far as physical stuff.
For the Spotlight, I'm Nia Wong.
Exhale Tobacco is a family-owned business. They started a GoFundMe asking for the community's help with store restoration. You can find a link in the online version of this story on fox13seattle.com. Just click on the Spotlight section under the More tab. Up next, a badge and a load of bull. See the moment things unraveled for a man accused of impersonating an Edmonds police detective.
Do this in front of everybody? I mean, really?
Yeah. You're doing just fine keeping your hands
Okay, yeah. I appreciate it.
This is body cam video of real police officers in Bremerton arresting a man accused of impersonating a police officer. According to court documents, Michael Scaletta-Teets was wearing a silver badge with the words Detective, Edmonds Police, and a badge number. At first, the officer interacting with him believed he was a real officer, then quickly realized something was off. The Spotlight's Nia Wong tells us what raised their suspicion.
This is my first day back in a while.
You're watching body cam footage of a man from September 5th who looks like a cop.
Now with the games intelligence.
Dang, it's pretty hardcore.
Kind of sounds like a cop.
You work for Edmonds PD?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a part-time gig.
But prosecutors say he isn't a cop. He's Michael Scaletta-Teets, a convicted felon, interacting with a real cop outside the Salvation Army in Bremerton. You can see him here, getting grilled by Bremerton police officers. They're trying to understand why an Edmonds detective was in uniform outside the Salvation Army in Bremerton.
Is it a loaded firearm that you have with you, Mr. Scaletta?
According to court documents, the 49-year-old caught the eye of Bremerton officers when his Ford Explorer flashed blue interior deck lights. Despite claiming to be an off-duty detective and carrying body armor, as well as a police badge and a firearm, Bremerton police arrested Scaletta-Teets, whose criminal history includes being found guilty for a bomb hoax in North Carolina back in 2016. For the Spotlight, I'm Nia Wong.
As Scaletta-Teets was being taken to jail, an officer suggested he was impersonating a police officer outside the Salvation Army in order to shake down transient people and steal their drugs. Here's how he responded.
I never shook nobody down. I've never made contact physical-wise. I chat with everybody, man. I tell them, look, they got, no, absolutely not. Just trying to get me riled up.
Scaletta-Teets now faces charges for criminal impersonation first degree and unlawful possession of a firearm second degree. He pleaded not guilty in court, and a trial date is scheduled for November. A blocked McDonald's drive-thru led to a drug bust in Tacoma. Back on September 1st, Pierce County Sheriff's deputies were called out for a man slumped over in the driver's seat of a car outside a McDonald's on Portland Avenue East. The deputies shook him several times, But it wasn't until he took some keys off his belt that he finally woke up.
Hey! Hey! Step out of the car. You're not free to go. Step out of the car. You're not free to go. What did I do? Out of the car. What did I do?
Deputies say they found a large quantity of drugs in the man's pockets, so they got a search warrant for the car. Inside, they found 2 pistols, a 3D printed AR rifle with a suppressor, along with bags of fentanyl pills, more than 2 pounds of cocaine, and almost 3 pounds of meth. The suspect, 39-year-old Travis Massey, is facing 2 felony charges for the weapons and 2 felony charges for the drugs. He's being held on $120,000 bail. As authorities fight the flow of fentanyl into the Pacific Northwest, there is another deadly concern: cocaine laced with fentanyl. DEA Seattle has seen a 35% increase in cocaine shipments over the last year, when it was already up 32% from the year before. I spoke with Special Agent in Charge Dave Reams, who says the Sinaloa and Jalisco drug cartels have both ramped up delivery to the U.S., but it's usually drug dealers here at the local level who are cutting it with fentanyl.
So if cocaine itself is not physiologically addictive, whereas fentanyl is. So if a dealer is selling cocaine mixed with some fentanyl, the person using the cocaine will become addicted to the fentanyl in the cocaine, and then they'll want more of that specific kind. So if you go to somebody else with a cocaine that does not have fentanyl, that's not going to have the same effect as the cocaine with fentanyl. So it drives up the market for the person mixing the cocaine with fentanyl.
In late August, DEA Seattle announced a massive cartel bust with 40 arrests for smuggling fentanyl, meth, and cocaine from Mexico to Washington. Drug deals from this ring stretched as far north as Whidbey Island and Arlington, and as far south as Tacoma and the Lacey area. 269 pounds of fentanyl were seized, which could yield 6.9 million lethal doses, enough to kill every person in the Puget Sound region. Some of the drug shipments were so large, they were brought in by semi-trucks. Reams tells me over the span of his career, he's seen a shift in how drugs are being smuggled.
These days, traffickers have access to all variety of drugs. Back when I first started, a dealer had cocaine, or they had heroin, or they had methamphetamine. But now, these drugs are all distributed by the same 2 cartels, Sinaloa and CJNG. These 2 cartels provide everything, so every dealer has access to all drugs, which is part of the reason why this is so dangerous, because a dealer himself has the ability to mix fentanyl with cocaine.
Reams warns many cocaine users have no idea they're taking a drug laced with fentanyl and running the risk of a deadly overdose.
They're not chemists who are mixing this in. There's not an even dispersion of the fentanyl inside any other substance. If you got a part with a clump of fentanyl in it, you're not going to make it.
529 people have died so far this year in King County from a fentanyl overdose. There are signs of progress. Last year, Washington saw a nearly 12% decrease in deaths compared to record highs in 2023. That follows a skyrocketing number of overdose deaths in Washington, which nearly doubled from 2019 to 2021. Next in the spotlight, a cold case in Anacortes and a family that has never given up, pushing for answers. Reviewing the clues from the night Lene Westbrook vanished. This month marks 5 years since a Skagit County woman vanished. The family of Lene Westbrook continues to seek closure, holding vigils and awareness rallies every year. Spotlight Shira Matsuzawa spoke with Lene's family about the night she disappeared.
Her mom goes to bed every night, wondering if she's going to come through the door.
For 5 years, loved ones of Lene Westbrook have been left without answers as to what happened to the Anacortes woman.
It's terrible. It's devastating.
The then 41-year-old was last seen on September 10th in 2020. Lene's sister-in-law, Emily Pepper, says the family feels like they know who was responsible for her disappearance, but they can't pursue it. Investigators say Lene was last seen getting into a truck with a man she knew.
They were seen driving away, and a little bit later they were seen at a gas station nearby.
This is surveillance video from that gas station. It's also the last time anyone saw Lene and the last known use of her debit card.
We understand she went from the gas station to the Thousand Trails campground in La Conner, which is probably about a 5-minute drive away.
Emily says the man she was with has since been questioned several times.
From what we've been told, there's not enough evidence to charge him with anything yet. And when they do, they need it to be able to stick.
Until Lene's family can get the peace and closure they've been fighting for, they come here to Coslin Memorial Park in Anacortes to remember Lene.
It's heartbreaking to have to keep doing it every year. I feel like every year we do it, I'm always saying, this is the last time we're doing this because we're going to have answers. And I do believe that we will. I wouldn't say I'm losing hope that we'll get answers, but I'm not so confident this will be the last one because here we are again.
For the Spotlight, I'm Shira Matsuzawa.
There is a $10,000 reward for anyone who provides information that helps find Lene. You can submit a tip to Anacortes Police through Crime Stoppers. You will remain anonymous. You can call 1-800-222-TIPS or download the P3 Tips app to your cell phone. It's free, and text the information through the app. A new school year has started up, but the summer went out with a bang for dozens of kids at the Law Enforcement Youth Camp. It's held every year at Sunset Lake in Wilkeson. The camp is run by law enforcement officers from all across Pierce County, allowing at-risk and underprivileged children to attend a summer camp at no cost to their families. Activities include horseback riding, archery, zip lining, rock climbing, and of course, the summer camp classic known as the Blob. Law Enforcement Youth Camp is a nonprofit organization, also provides activities in the fall, winter, and spring. If you'd like to donate to this good cause, head to leyc.org. That's going to do it for us tonight on The Spotlight. Until next week, I'm David Rose. Please stay safe.